Look, if you are constantly creating endless to-do lists, I'm going to go over with you the components of planning in this series, and we are going to talk about how a planner can help you be so much more productive. Look, if I left my cell phone or my planner at home and I had to go back and get one, I would come back and get my planner. And we are going to start this series with part one, which is looking at the week. I know most people want to dive straight into planning out what the day looks like, but I want to scale back and let's look at big picture. We're going to open up my planner. We're actually going to go back over the last week and then what this week looks like. And I'm going to walk you step by step on how you can use any planner to be the most productive version of yourself. Okay, so the first part right here is going to be the weekly preview. Now, this particular planner that I'm using is the Full Focus Planner. It is a quarterly planner, but the weekly preview forces you to go back and look at what were the things that you accomplished over the week that you were proud of. And then you can figure out how you felt about those things, how you also felt about self-care, because this is actually the wellness addition to the planner. So you can see this is the first week up here that I'm using the planner because it's quarterly. It was the first week in October. So here you can see the things I was proud of, the Daniel fast. I filmed 2 videos. I grew over 400 subs. And then here you can see the streak tracker. Now, I don't use this for what it's intended for, and I'm going to come back later and show you. But right here is also another part that is new to the wellness planner. And I love this because it talks about your growth, and it specifically talks about your goals and productivity, your rest, nutrition, connection, and relaxation. And then down below that is what brought you joy this week. So for me, I'm going to bake cookies, or was going to bake cookies for the counselors. The weather was good. My stress is going to be alleviated by working out. And I didn't have anything that I was really stressed out about, where it has a talk it out portion at the bottom. And so over to the side, y'all, you can do this with any planner. It doesn't have to be this planner. It breaks it down into, did you go back to the previous week and look at all of these things, your missions, your projects, your tasks, your notes, your goals. And then you can write your to-dos for the week for work and for life. And so this is the previous week. So I'm going to take you through the previous week and then show you what it looks like at the end of the week. But these were all the things that I had to do for work for the week. These were the things that I had to do to work for the life. And I'm showing you this is my real life planner. So there isn't any like hypothesis or fake task here. This is really truly what happened last week for me. And you can see the things I've crossed through. And the important part about this is scheduling these tasks into the day. And that's what we're going to talk about in part 2. But here, this is just a little calendar portion that they have here. It used to be bigger. So I just put my workouts. So this is what I'm going to do, or what I did every week. So you can see Monday was rest, upper body, running, lower body, running. I actually did running, and then full body. And so the most important part that I want you guys to hone in is right here. And you can do this in any planner. This is the big 3. So these 3 goals down here are absolutely tied to my overall goals for the quarter. And so here you can see if these 3 things happen during the week, I have accomplished what I really, really needed to do. So upload 1 video and outline 2. We were doing the Daniel fast, and so I was continuing to finish the Daniel fast, and then meditate 3 times this week. And then you can see the final goal below that is to finalize the tiers for a project or 2 projects I'm doing at work, where you see TLAC and ADA. So those 3 things are the most important 3 things that have to happen this week. Notice they are not at the top with the to-dos. Those are things that I need to get done, but these are the things that I have to get done because these are going to push the needle to the bigger goal. They are not up here because they stand alone by themselves as their own kind of special project. So it's really important that you identify your big 3, because we're going to come back and look at these big 3 at the end of this week so you can kind of see where they landed. And the reason that this is so important is because you really need to be tying these big 3 goals to what your quarterly goals are. And I will insert my quarterly goals so that you can know what they are on the screen, but you'll notice that they all tie back to this. So my quarterly goals are to grow to 2,500 subs, to lose 7 pounds, and to finalize this project I'm doing at work. So each week, these big 3 are part of that system. Okay, so let's fast forward to the end of this week. So this was this past weekend. So these are the things that I wanted to do, or the things I was proud of, excuse me. So I was finally monetized on YouTube. I did send out the tiers for those two projects, and I booked a trip to Oklahoma City. So those were the things that I was proud of. They don't necessarily have to be tied to my quarterly goals, but these are the things that I got done. But here is the big three that I identified from last week. So the goal was to upload one video on outline 2, continue the Daniel fast and meditate 3 times, and finalize those tiers for TLAC. So I was able to hit those goals at 100%. So you will notice if you rewind back, that some of the things they weren't scratched out on my to-do list for the week. But these 3 things, the big 3 that are tied to my bigger quarterly goals, were absolutely accomplished. And here is just a repeat of what was happening in the previous week. So these are the things that I'm going to do this week and focus. If you will notice over here, now I've identified 3 new big 3 for this week that we're currently in. So working out 5 times and meditating 3. I want to film and edit 3 to 5 videos. And I'm going to Oklahoma City to work on some estate planning from a property I have up there. So that's why I filed taxes on there. So you'll see I want to work out 5 times and meditate 3 times, film and edit 3 to 5 videos, and that's going to make sense in a second. And I'm going to Oklahoma City because I have some property and some things I need to take care of. And so this is more tied to one of my other goals, which is being fiscally responsible and giving above my tithes and offerings. So I need to make sure my finances are right. So what you'll notice here is my to-dos for work and life look very lopsided. Well, I'm actually off of work this entire week. So when I'm off of work, I'm off of work. I'm not working. So you'll see there's one thing up there at the top, which is agendas, but I'm really focused on these big 3. And then you can see I've got plenty of things to do this week as far as my life goes, because I'm off for the whole week and I've got the time to do it. So what I want you to do is, for this week that's coming up, we're probably, depending on when you watch this video, I do my weekly preview on Sunday. Some people like to do them Fridays before they leave work. Some people do them Saturdays. I wouldn't recommend doing them prior or post Sunday. Unless I guess your work day and your work week start on a different schedule. But what you're going to do is you are going to take whatever planner you have. It doesn't have to be this one, though I do highly recommend it. But once again, this is a quarterly planner. So if you are not someone that likes to change your planner every quarter, you will not like this at all, because it does. And you do have to write in like the dates and all of that stuff. So it's not pre-filled either because it's quarterly. But what I want you to do is I want you to look, and I want you to spend some time just thinking about the week ahead of you. Don't go straight to the days. We're going to do that in our next part. But I want you to think about, if there were 3 things that I could accomplish this week, what would those 3 things be? And I want you to also think about kind of what are your goals to finish the year. So if your goals to finish the year are losing weight, or cleaning out the closet, or looking for a new job, like your big 3 really should be tied to your overall bigger goals, because the goal is to incrementally get closer and closer to your goals by breaking them down week over week. So if you're familiar with the 12-week year or Free to Focus or any of those systems, they really fundamentally push towards making incremental growth to your bigger goals by breaking them down into smaller goals. So I am hoping that this was helpful. I know that when you watch planning videos, they usually dive into the day first, but we're doing it a little bit differently, because I think pulling back and seeing bigger picture is so much more impactful and powerful than going straight to the day. So I will see you in the next part, which is going to be where we drill down in the day and we talk about what the day needs to look like, what those daily big 3 needs to look like, and then we talk about time blocking. So I will see you in the next video.